the baker. He makes me sing. He makes me happy. Why? Because there's nobody like him in the kitchen anywhere. This is M63478, and this is Jimmy the Baker's for, oh my gosh, each one of them is 1
man,
pound.
that's crazy.
Cinnamon
That is
loaves,
crazy.
the sampler. We have 2 ship dates going on. One is the week of November 4th. The other one is the week of December 2nd. We also have auto delivery on this. Now, what you can get in the flavors are cinnamon, raisin cinnamon, chocolate cinnamon, and the brand new, drum roll please, raspberry cinnamon.
Mother.
If you get the combo though, you'll get 1 loaf each in cinnamon, cinnamon raisin, cinnamon raspberry, and cinnamon chocolate. It says that on my card, darling. The card is incorrect, I beg your pardon.
I think it's 2 and 2 or something like that.
4 cinnamon, 4 raisin.
Right.
I'm sorry. 4 cinnamon, 2 chocolate, 2 cinnamon,
Right.
2 raisin, 2 cinnamon, 2 raspberry, 2 cinnamon. So there's no combo. Okay, that's really sad. Brand new flavor, which we just talked about, and that is that 2 raspberry cinnamon. Yum, yum. 3 easy payments of $12.60 and free shipping and handling. You can get this on auto delivery. Jimmy, what is it about these that make them so spectacular?
Well, we've never done these together before, right?
No.
So Antonella, this is my brioche. This is like, do you think of the cinnamon
you really love
buns?
that.
Cinnamon buns 2.0. The dough is richer. It is a brioche dough, which means more egg. It means more butter. It means also, while the process is even more important here, because just like the cinnamon rolls, we make the dough today, but we don't use it until 24 to 36 hours. We let the dough do a slow rise. So right now, you're looking at the raisin cinnamon.
Yeah.
And you see all the swirls. It's the way we let it do the slow rise. You don't see big gaps or holes in it because we do this slow rise. But here's where I'm going to get you, okay? Here's where I don't know if you've seen the process, but come on over here.
Okay.
It's the way we finish off the bread that I think everyone gets a big kick out of. That is, after we've baked it, we're going to take the bread, because what do I want? I want there to be butter notes in the bread. So when you heat this up in the microwave, say about 10 to 15 seconds, you will get those butter notes. So after we've baked it, what we're doing, I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh!
So we're dipping it in the butter just for a little bit, just so it's not quite saturated, but there's enough butter that seeps in. Now there is butter in the dough. There's butter and shortening in the dough, but I opted to save some of the butter for last for dipping. And then I bring it over to here, and we roll it.
Oy, yoy, yoy, yoy.
So,
Oh, Jimmy.
so, and this we do with each and every bread. We do this all by hand. We're not playing games here, because quite frankly, what I like about this is like when you put this on your Christmas table. This is Christmas in July, right?
Yeah.
This is like an event. This is like when people walk into the dining room and then they stop short and they say, "What is that?"
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to create a memory here.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it again?
I do it. You do it again. It just
All right,
sets
so I'm going to do one more,
shivers on
because
me.
I don't know if you quite picked it up. So we take the bread, which already has some butter and shortening in it, but because we want those butter notes, we're going to give it a quick dip. And every single bread that comes out after it's been cooled is dipped. So we let the butters run into the nooks and crannies, the crevices, all that stuff, and then we're going to roll it. And then we're going to roll it.
In cinnamon sugar.
In cinnamon sugar. And we'll do a little sprinkle on top.
Madonna mia, that is, I don't even
Madonna.
know. See?
If only Alberti was here.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
try
if
it,
only
you know?
Alberti.
I'm just wondering,
He's
why
such a hover.
is Antonella barefoot in the kitchen here?
Come on, because my feet hurt.
She didn't want to be taller than me.
She's
No,
so
my
comfortable.
feet hurt.
And she's
So-
sitting here. So, Jimmy, can I just say, you just said, don't you just like this or something like that? I said,
my gosh.
like this?
Look at this.
You love this when you see it.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick this. Now the other thing is the way you're going to serve it. You're going to serve it.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you like 15 seconds. We're not nuking it like the cinnamon roll and making it really gooey. We're just warming it enough to bring out the butter notes.
Okay.
And so look, I'm going to do like 10 seconds. So go ahead, Nella. Here you go. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Butter, sugar.
Go ahead.
Get this bigger piece.
Okay, so this is the raspberry.
All right, okay.
This is the raspberry. So the raspberry is very much a dessert. I would call it dessert bread.
Gosh.
So we've got the cinnamon, we have the raspberry, we have the raisin, and we have the chocolate. And all of them, same deal. I would suggest that you,
God, Jimmy.
plenty of layers of chocolate in there. The chocolate bakes up a little on the crispy side.
Barry, did you hear anything he's saying? I can't hear.
No, I'm not listening. That's
can't
your job
hear.
right now.
Jimmy.
Same deal. I'd say that the chocolate and the
Lord.
raspberry are kind of desserty.
Yeah.
The cinnamon, the plain cinnamon, is clearly
I'm gonna do the
This
cinnamon.
doesn't make any sense.
the,
gonna try
the
the
runaway
raisin cinnamon
favorite is the cinnamon.
cinnamon.
This is the plain cinnamon.
Good
okay?
Lord.
And I would say of that, say if you're going to make French toast the next day, just like I did over here,
Oh my God.
that the cinnamon bread and the raisin bread are really good slicing breads. They're not filled with a rich filling, so they'll tend to stay together a little nicer, and really nice toaster breads, meaning that they can get in the toaster and get it
The sugar and the butter.
right.
Butter. The butter.
It really brings it out.
I like how dense they are. Like they're not airy and open
No,
and like
that's-
wimpy.
That's the yeast.
They got
that's the
guts
brioche.
to
That's the
them.
yeast raised
Is that
dough.
what it is? The
Yes.
yeast oh, it's
So
good.
now, as a gift,
Twist.
this is the kind of thing where people will remember the following year.
Yeah,
That's my.
yeah.
That's just like the cinnamon rolls. People tell me it's become a tradition in their house on Christmas. The breads, I want to wow. I
Yeah.
want somebody to.
It is a wow.
Are you
It is
okay?
a wow. It's a fall to your knees.
I want a wow.
You made me break out in a sweat.
It's
I only
okay.
did that twice in this 2-hour show. Jimmy, I know.
That's I can.
And you do. You
I still have
that
the
effect on
touch.
women.
I
You've
still
got
have
the
that touch.
I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go over the ways to order this. Will you warm me up a cinnamon one? That cinnamon's
go
up
ahead.
here. I gotta try that. So here's the way that you're gonna do it. You're gonna get 4 of these. Each one is a pound. So it's just a little bit. It's about 4
Oh, that
pounds
chocolate
total.
is delicious.
And these are amazing, you guys. I mean, you thaw out one at a time. They go. They're thick. They're satisfying. They're beautiful. So your choices are, if you want 4 of the cinnamon, if you want 2 raisin, 2 cinnamon, and again 4 total, 2 chocolate, 2 cinnamon, and again that's 4 total, and then 2 raspberry, 2 cinnamon. That's the new one and the most popular choice. And again, that's going to be 4 total.
Crazy.
These are 3 easy payments of $12.60, free shipping and handling. You can get these on auto delivery. I gotta say,
It's your last one, right? So you can go
yes,
ahead.
Jimmy. Jimmy, are you married? I always forget what you
Yes,
say.
I'm married.
God, what is your
Amazing.
wife like? Does she love you so much?
Cindy will be the first. Cindy will be the first to tell you that she rarely has anything in the house because I forget to bring things home. So
That's terrible. I love you.
Two man's kids are always barefoot.
Yes.
Man, kids are always barefoot. Jimmy, the baker's house, no baking goods. Oh, Lord. All right. You guys, don't go anywhere. My very favorite, Prindables.
That's right. The apples are here. Mrs. Prindables, over how many of